Okay, I have you all queued up here. There you are, Sandy. Um, so here's what we have. We have this. Okay, you have your assignment to create thumbnails and comment on the framework of your designs. Okay, so your deforestation, that's great. This is a wonderful introduction to the cover page, like introduction, like, okay, this is now I know what we're talking about. And I spent a lot of time talking to students about this. Um, you really got to act like you're in a studio setting. And when you submit it as a presentation so that when you submit it to your boss, your creative director, he knows what he's or she knows what she's looking at. Shouldn't have to call your desk and say, Sandy, you sent this thing over, and what project is this again? Do you know what I'm saying? Because you'll be working on multiple projects at the same time. Okay, so all right, let's move on. Page 2. This is really, really confusing, and I'm going to tell you why. So you have deforestation, and you have your background with 2 trees. Now, I don't see any work here. I just don't see. I mean, if you put some trees there, and that's your trade show booth. I mean, it's got to be more than that. It's got to be more than this, Sandy. Also, you have to describe your concept, what's going on here, and how does this tie into deforestation? In other words, get a system, set up a concept and use it through your. So in other words, a concept here would be, what do these represent? Why are they here? And so and I understand it's deforestation, okay? So this is a good that you're showing these trees, because now the viewer's going to walk up to the trade show booth and they're going to see these chopped down trees. I don't know about the dead trees, because I'm down for these tree stumps. I think they're much more indicative of deforestation. Maybe even a floor of your trade show booth that looks like this. You know what I mean? So you can see how all that land has been stripped of its trees, okay? Um, Okay, let's go on to your collateral. Please stop deforestation postcard. Okay, this is going to end up in a landfill. So that's the thing. It's like you have to give people, this is collateral, but it's a postcard, so it's not collateral. Postcard is a postcard. Collateral is things like a brochure and things that your guests will be, the client or the people at the trade show will be picking up, like brochures and trifold brochures and postcards and trade show programs. But it doesn't make sense to send this out, because this is for presentation at a trade show. Do you see what I'm saying? Plus, the postcard itself is very, it's such an overuse. It's great because they're really cheap and they can get your word out very inexpensively, but they end up in the garbage. So that you have got to keep in mind about your giveaways. The idea is not to get them thrown away. 3D giveaway, like this, for example. Now, but my question is this. These are 3D giveaways with matching boxes. That's great, but what are they made out of? Okay, what are they made out of, Sandy? They're made out of wood, meaning trees had to die to make this stuff, which is it's the antithesis of um, your concept. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're saying stop cutting trees down, but you're cutting trees down to give your giveaways away. Okay, and then the other thing I noticed is this: is that C2C is great, good job, best description of project. There will be a use of used in recycled materials in the building of the booth, as well as printing and ink paper that's used in the production of a postcard. Now you have to, during week 3, you're going to have to get into that and give me some research on that, as as a standard practice in the industry and any kind of presentation is to include your research. So, and that the 3D giveaway is also made from trees to help cohesiveness of the cause of stopping deforestation. So that sentence right there is antithetical. So we're going to give something away to remind people to stop cutting trees down, but we're going to give them a wooden pencil. So that just doesn't make sense. You see what I'm saying? Rethink that. This is good. This is good. You got the idea here of sustainability. Carry this paragraph forward to week 3. When you're going to start really naming materials and giving me, exact data of like the glues and the inks and varnishes that you're going to be using for your project. So anyways, I think you're doing fine. I just think that, you know, really got to think about this thing here, about this postcard and these wooden giveaways. Again, you're using a postcard. I don't know what it said it was, the postcard was printed on. So, I mean, if this is a wood product, which means it's going to have to be something other than wood or 100% recyclable. Even if it is recyclable, some trees still had to die to make this. So you really want to keep that in mind. Any idea of a man-made? Can we give a man-made collateral? Can we put it on man-made substrate? Food for thought. Anyway, good job. If you have any questions, get with me. Thanks very much.